On Boxing Day, the Detroit Red Wings announced a major shift in leadership, firing their head coach Derek McLellan, whose tenure with the Red Wings was marked by inconsistency. Detroit struggled to maintain momentum. Key areas like the penalty kill and power play ranked near the bottom of the league. The final straw appeared to be the lack of team identity and cohesion. General Manager Steve Yzerman is known for his no-nonsense approach and decided it was time for a change to reignite the team's playoff aspirations. After the team had a slow start to the 2024-25 season, as the team looked disconnected and a new voice was needed, and that voice was none other than Todd McLellan, who was named the 29th head coach in franchise history.
As our season started and has progressed to today, obviously you start to think about how do you improve your team? How do we get going in the direction we want to, or playing the way we want to? And you look at all different types of things. Obviously the first option is personnel, player personnel, to move things around and whatnot. And then as we're getting closer to yesterday, start to think about, we might have to make a change here. Recently, just watching our team play, the spirit was that would even sitting back watching our coaching staff, everyone's frustrated.
McLellan is no stranger to Detroit. From 2005 to 2008, McLellan served as an assistant coach to the Red Wings, helping the team win the Stanley Cup in 2008. Since then, he has now over 600 career wins as a head coach in the NHL, including stints with the San Jose Sharks, Edmonton Oilers, and LA Kings, coaching players like Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty, and Brent Burns, to name a few. Looking to be the right guy for the team that Steve Yzerman is building.
I think he's an excellent hockey coach. I think he's got great experience in with very good teams in San Jose. Good playoff experience there in Edmonton with a rebuilding team with some elite players, and took a team a little bit in transition in LA with some elite players and young players, and has done a good job in every location he's been. I like the way he thinks. I like the way he conducts himself. And again, as a player, it was only one season, but we all sit back and assess. Everybody does it. You watch your coaches, you watch everything. You form opinions, and very clearly at that time, I thought this guy's going to be really good in this league for the way he conducts himself and talks about the game and presents and runs practices, whatnot.
McLellan's tenure didn't get off to the fairy tale start, as the Red Wings fell 5-2 to the Toronto Maple Leafs in his first game as head coach. But for McLellan, this game was about understanding the team's strengths and weaknesses. Adjustments came quickly. The penalty kill, led by assistant coach Trent Yawney, underwent immediate tweaks, showing signs of improvement by Game 2.
Thought about the night as a whole, but for Trent and I to get our feet wet with the group, kind of figure out how the bench reacts to certain situations, the emotional level, seeing the team play at a certain pace. When you're not on the bench, you forget how fast it really is. And when you begin a season as a coach, even if you've been with your team for a long time, you get exhibition season a little scrambly, a little slower. So the game for me was moving fast. It allows us a roadmap now. We know where we'll go to begin with tomorrow in practice. And it's evident. You don't have to be a hockey expert to see that some of our entry coverage, some of the D-zone parts of the play have to get fixed.
Prior to his second game, McLellan held an intense practice that was headlined by him telling the players to just play effing hockey. The Red Wings clearly took the message, as they would secure his first win as Detroit Red Wings head coach, with a 4-2 win over the Washington Capitals. It was a night to be remembered, as Patrick Kane would record his 1,300th career point, becoming just the second US-born skater to reach that milestone.
Work on something and then you see it applied in the game. We're not always going to have success with it, but there were a lot of moments in the game, whether it was penalty kill or some back check type scenarios that were important to us that we'd worked on the night or the morning before, and we saw that in the game. So that's progress, and I'm happy for the guys to win. It obviously hasn't been real good. You can feel it when you walk around. They worked real hard yesterday and they got rewarded today. So I'm happy for them, but tomorrow we got to go back to work again.
The Red Wings started to click under McLellan. The defensive play and ability to believe in the system McLellan is doing so far is working, and heading into 2025, the Red Wings were going into the new year on a positive note, as they closed out 2024 with a big 4-2 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins, winning his second straight behind the bench.
Well, I in a pre-scout, you usually talk about the other team a little bit, and I wanted to get the focus back on our group. Toronto, pretty good start. Who do we play next? Washington, pretty good start. So we've kind of set an early standard for coming out of the gate, and we've done it for 2 first periods now, so we wanted to do it for the third game, today's. And it was just verbal, establish it, let's go. I thought we did a really good job, and then around the 10-minute mark, we didn't skate, we didn't forecheck, and all of a sudden it's coming back at us. So, but for the most part, it was a good night.
McLellan's impact continued into the next game with an exciting 5-4 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, showing resilience in high-pressure situations. Jonathan Berggren scored the game winner late in the game to secure the win. McLellan emphasized the importance of finishing games strong, which is a philosophy that's already paying dividends.
Necessarily the roadmap we had to get there, but we said we'd find out a little bit about our team. We found out that there's some resiliency in the group. Not the start we wanted, obviously too many men and getting scored on right away, so there's one time we had to be resilient and get back. Thought the second period we let the game get away from us a little bit. Shift length got a little long, we got caught tired. They scored 2 right near the end of a period, another opportunity for us to be resilient. And then obviously on the unsuccessful coaches challenge, the third time. And every time the guys passed the test, and we end up finding a way to get a win.
And finally, in one of their most impressive performances yet, the Red Wings took down the league-leading Winnipeg Jets 4-2. Lucas Raymond shined with a power play goal and 2 assists, while the special teams has taken a complete 180 since this coaching change. The penalty kill shut down the NHL's best power play, and the Red Wings went 2 for 3 on their own man advantage. This was a game where Detroit looked like a team capable of competing with the NHL's elite.
They've done a really good job coming in as a new staff, Trent and I, and joining the group that's here. The focus went on penalty killing. Power play was doing a pretty good job. There hasn't been many tweaks there, a few things we've talked about, but certainly the penalty kill has been a total revamp. And Winnipeg didn't get many opportunities, but when they did, we held our ground, we did our jobs. Sword routes were pretty good, and Alex made saves when he needed to make them. So when you win the special teams battle in this league, you have a really good chance at success.
While it's still early, Todd McLellan's impact is already being felt in Detroit. His experience, attention to detail, and ability to adapt quickly have given the Red Wings a new life. Can the team maintain this momentum and push for a playoff spot? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, the Red Wings are no longer a team without direction, they're a team with a purpose.
It's really helped us, play more aggressive, play on our toes a little bit instead of sitting back. So it hasn't been like he's come in and changed every single thing right away, but as time goes on, I think he takes, whether it's practice days or off days, to implement some new things. And they're not huge adjustments, but just things we can get better at and things we can change up a little bit.
What are your thoughts on the coaching change? Let me know in the comments below. If you want the Red Wings to make the playoffs, drop a like and subscribe for more Red Wings content. Hope everyone has a great one, and as always, let's go Red Wings.